13 December, Tuesday, MEO with Kel. Why the VIX is trading higher too? Again. Alright, apparently those who are eagle-eyed will notice that yesterday the VIX went up. But the thing is, this S&P went up too, right? Now, normally the S&P 500 will go up, Dow, Nasdaq goes up, and the VIX will go downwards. But the thing is, last night, the VIX actually went up almost 5%. And if you have any recall, you notice that it actually happened recently, right? So let me tell you now what may happen tonight. Alright, so let's just go into this. This is going to be a mind-blowing session, okay? But once again, disclaimer apply as usual, and thank you AIMS for the kind sponsorship. Now, first of all, let's go to some trivia. Apparently, Friedman, okay, has been arrested, okay? This morning, right, Sam Bankman-Fried, okay, has been charged, okay? He has been charged in New York for the sealed indictment, alright? So apparently, this is something is like, wow, okay? And of course, we know that Sam Bankman-Fried, okay, he is being, we all what happened in FTX, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. But the point is this right now, not only that he's indicted, and a lot of celebrities are also being hit. So some of the FTX investors are suing the celebrity endorser, and even basketball players like Stephen Curry, Serena Williams are all the celebrity name in the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT lawsuit. Alright, so this is really not good, and it could have a spillover effect. So that is something that, you know, things can happen, and it's one of the signs that when market is near a recession, things of this do actually happen. And of course, you can see the S&P 500 yesterday. At the start of the day, it was near the lower end, and after that, it got slowly went up a bit. It was sideways as usual for a couple of hours. And then towards the last hour, this is a 5-minute chart, right? The last hour, we saw an incredible bite up. So is it because there's some leakage of tonight's CPI data? Now, tonight's CPI data, the market is looking at least 7.7, right? Now, my personal view is that we may get a little bit more. We may get 7.6 instead, okay? This is how I feel. Now, the CPI data has 3 key points. Now, one is that obviously energy prices. The other one is shelter, and the one is food. So, if shelter price is coming down, because we know that recently itself, there's a lot of, the people are actually not having their jobs, and then most likely the rental may come down a little bit to accommodate what is happening right now. That may pull down, okay, that may pull down the cost. So if let's say if the CPI data is 7.6, that will give the market a boost. But if the CPI data come out 7.8 or 7.9, wow, the market will really sell. So with the market pumping up towards the end of the day, there is a conspiracy theory that maybe they are trying to buy it up so that they can dump tomorrow. Well, I'll leave it to you to decide. But of course, by seeing the VIX, right, I got another way of looking at this. Alright, so tonight we have, you can see right now, the market is actually looking at 7.3. Oh, wow, okay. So the last time is 7.7 and looking at 7.3. With the energy prices now lowering, that is a very good chance, okay? So maybe if the market is looking at 7.3, then of course, if it comes 7.4, okay, alright, things will be a bit dicey. But if it comes out 7.2, wow, the market will celebrate. But the main thing is that tomorrow we have the FOMC meeting, and of course, most likely, this will be a 50 basis point, but it's more of what Jerome Powell will say during the press conference. Okay, this is going to be the more important thing. So of course, let us see what happened tonight. It's coming up at this 9:30. Now, last night, because of the sudden push up, right, we can see everything, majority of the market, the stock were all up, right? Like Apple is up by 1.1%, Microsoft up by 2.3%, and Amazon up by almost 1%. But the thing is that, oh my God, look at it, Tesla was down by 6%. Oh my goodness. What happened, Tesla? Alright, we have been calling on sell on Tesla for some time, and it evidently shows that this is a big issue for this counter right now. Okay, let's just see what happened. Now, Elon Musk is no longer the richest person in the world. Yes, because of Tesla share coming down, straight away the media get hold of this. They make a calculation, and it become that this the LVMH CEO, right, Bernard, he's now has knocked him off his lofty perch. So now he actually become the wealthiest man. Alright, of course we know it's Louis Vuitton, Tiffany, Tag Heuer. These are all the big brands that is under LVMH. And of course, the thing is that no longer the richest man, and rationale is the stock. So why the stock keep on coming down, right? That's a big question. Now, a lot of people have been telling me that it's time to buy Tesla, and I'm saying no to everybody. Well, look at it. This is Tesla share at the start of the day. Now, once it gaps down, Alright, the market just keep on coming down, okay? There's no stopping. Even at the last hour where the stock market all recover, right, you can see Tesla share continue to go downwards. And even to the last hour, last 15 minutes, the market still keep on selling. So why? Is that a sell order the market? Well, we all know that because Tesla investors know that Elon Musk said that in order to buy and save to Twitter, he's going to sell more Tesla stocks. So if Twitter is not going to do well or they're going to burn more money, it's pretty sure that Elon Musk will sell more Tesla shares. Who knows? The selling now is done by him. So, and now there's a new thing that this Elon Musk bankers now are considering to use Tesla margin to the Tesla stock to lower down the loan that they give for Twitter. So all these things now is actually coming on and heavily weighing on Tesla. And of course, can Tesla share go down further? Well, in my opinion, there is. And of course, as you know, Elon Musk just can't shut his trap. So now by coming out again more stuff to talk about the political scene, right? Again, all these doesn't really help his position right now. Not too sure because maybe he's trying to do this to stir more participation on Twitter or trying to get more advertiser in. But my point is that by going into this politics side, right, it may not really help him. So now look at the Tesla share right now. Oh, sorry, I think I have missed out the Tesla share. Let me just bring out Tesla share for you. Just give me a moment. Okay, let me just open a chart again, a new one. So let's have Tesla right now. As you can see from Tesla share, we can take a look. Okay, now I've been very, very vocal on Tesla, and I say that most likely Tesla share will come down to 162, right? But my real target is, as I've been saying this, I'll rather buy at 138, okay? 138, in my opinion, will be the level that I think we can consider. Alright, because the time when we talked about it was at 188, and we said this could be the first base, but you can see the market just broke below it. Hence, therefore, if 163 can't hold, then 138 will be next, and I still think that 138 is very, very, very possible. Alright, okay, alright. So on the top of that, right, tonight you can see that the 10-year yield is now moving above the 3.6, and it has to stay above there. Now, if the CPI data really come out not so good, let's say come out 7.4, 7.5, 7.6, then the yield will be pushed up because that means that you need to increase a bit more interest rates, and hence, therefore, the yield will go higher. Now, from the way the yield is moving up recently, I kind of believe that the CPI data may not be as good as what everybody's looking at right now. Hence, therefore, I have my different view on this, okay? And of course, the US dollar has been bouncing around. You can see it's been bouncing around at this 104.90 level. And also, if the CPI data is not as good, it may push the dollar back up because that means that the interest rate has to continue again, and that will bring to 105.80 level, right? So watch out for these levels here. Now, the thing is this, the market ain't as bullish as it is right now. If you compare all the way from 1987 until now, right, using the AAII bull indicator, you can see that the market is actually not really performing. And at current price right now, right, you can see that the bullish breadth, okay, is actually not as high or strong as compared. So this is actually a pretty clear sign that the stock market is just waiting for a catalyst. If the catalyst is going to be the CPI data or the FOMC, then that will actually bring the stock market lower, and that is something that you don't want to see right now, okay? And you can see over here itself, we can also see very clearly that okay, clear screen, that this is the last few weeks of update from Refinitiv Lipper data. It shows that, right, there is a lot of funds exiting the equity market, but they're going into the money market, which is the bonds market. So all this tells you that maybe you need to be a little bit careful going further. Now, the thing is this, I want to talk about is a VIX, okay? And last night, if you realize this, the VIX has already bottomed out right here at about 19. That's a level that I mentioned is a very good level to buy. I said that if you don't buy 19, then buy 20. Anything above 20 and below 20 is a buy. So it went up from 20 to 22, and there was where it stopped. But incredibly, it actually gapped up yesterday and closed at the high of 25. Now, we all know that the S&P 500 closed at the high too yesterday. So why would the VIX, that's supposed to be the contrarian index, is supposed to tell you that if the market is up, the equity market is up, that usually it will be coming down. So that is something very, very interesting, right? So if you look back into history, okay, that's something that I need to share with you. Now take a note here. on this day itself, okay, this is going to be very interesting, yeah? There are 4 days of upside. The Dow went up, the S&P 500 went up, right? But you notice that on this particular day, 12th of September, which is today, 13th of December, okay, you notice that, right? That means that this is a cash market. So that means today is 13, yeah? They're very interesting. This is 13, by the way. Yeah, it is 13 September. So the thing is that the market actually went up over the last few days, and you notice that the VIX also went up. The VIX is on the orange. Yeah, the one in VIX is orange. So the VIX also went up. Interesting. On the day when the S&P was up, and you can see after that the next day, oh my goodness, the market actually collapsed. Okay, the market actually collapsed 4% in a single day, minus 4%. In a single day itself. And of course, that started the sell wave all the way until the mid of October. Okay, this is something pretty interesting, because now what we have the same movement over here whereby the VIX went up while the S&P is up. Okay, so if you ask me, right, if tonight the CPI data is widely expected to be good, and let's say something really bad happened, then we may see another time seeing maybe a 2 to 3% momentum movement towards the downside instead. So you understand why am I kind of worried. So for traders, if you think that this is going to be possible, then you just wait for the market to react accordingly. All right, you can put a sell stop somewhere and hopefully it trigger. Now, if you are not confident, you think that maybe this is going to be like this last time is just only a one-off event, you think that this is on standalone, so you don't want, follow through, that's fine. But I want to just generally remind you that we are actually very, very near to the MA 200 level. So if the market failed to stay above the MA 200, seriously, there is a chance for the market to come back down. And my first target, as I mentioned to you, is 3811. And if it goes down further, 3700 will be next. All right. So traders, do take note of this point. This is very, very important. All right. All right, let's look at the chart for today and see if there's anything that we can talk about. Okay, so first of all, now we can see very clearly the Dow Jones has did a strong recovery last night, created a BNB at the same time, and now it's like going back to test the 34,181 level, right? We're just about 100 points away. Well, if the market touches the 134,181 and fail to stay above it, then of course it can come back down again to the target that I've been waiting for is 33,258. Okay. Now, if you ask me, right, I just got this feeling that it may be a touch and go. It might be a touch and go because you can see at the moment now my indicators are showing a bit of divergence, and from the way I look at it, fundamentally I doubt the market will like whatever they see later on. So if you ask me to put a small little bet here itself, I just feel that the market may be touch and go and then come down. What do you think, guys? All right, for the China market today, it is still trying to stay above the MA 200. As it's very clear, the MA 200 now has become a strong resistance. The last time was MA 30. After a long while of sideways momentum, it actually plunged first to clear away all the longies, and then the boys came in strongly to bring the price higher. So at this junction here itself, right, I think that something similar may be happening soon. So let's just watch this and see what will happen next. All right. Now let's look at the market for today with the TWB indicator. Let's take a look right now. Now the Dow Jones today, as because of the new BNB, we have a new BNB RL level, and that will be 34,047. So now the market is trading above 34,091. So that means that it is actually a potential upside. All right. Now today is an inverse pivot. So watch out carefully. By right, it should go higher because the CCRY above MLP and above MA30. So there's a chance to see 34,650. But if the market pulls back later to go below 34,042, then the downside can be as much as 33,438. Now, I'm going to give myself this. Look at my KSI right now. My KSI and my KRW both are red, right? So I just have this feeling that maybe the market will go up first a little bit. But once the CPI data come out, right, something may change dramatically and the market may go down below 34,042. And the thing is that the selling may be strong enough to bring it down all the way to 33,438. Because the thing is that the CPI data was 7.7 and the market is looking at 7.3 right now. I mean, this very far. So I felt that the boys are actually putting it far so that they can actually dump it. And that's the reason why they purposely push the market up to make the S&P 500 and the rest expensive, so that when they buy the put, it makes sense. That's why when they buy the put, when it run out of the run out of this supply, that's why the VIX went up. So in my opinion, the whole point is this could be a let up to a potential entrapment. So I'm going to wait for a while. I'm going to just put a sell stop at maybe at 34,040 while the market's at a higher level, and hope that the market will just come down hard and get filled and get some profit. But of course, this type of trading is kind of dangerous, so if you're not comfortable, just give it a miss, okay? Alright, so let's look at the NASDAQ right now. The NASDAQ is pushing up after a series of CCRYs, but it's now holding at the resistance level of the BNB, which is at 11,742. So as long as the NASDAQ can't break 742, it will be likely sideways for time being. So if the market hit the 11,742 and couldn't go higher and pull back, then of course the first support level will be here, which is at 11,558. Okay, so traders take note of these two numbers. Alright, so that is the NASDAQ. Let's go to S&P 500. S&P 500 is also having a new BNB. So the BNB, the resistance is 39.95. So now it's trading at 39.99. So as long as it stays above 995, we should see further upside. The only thing is that the resistance at pivot 1 is 4006 is very nearby. I kind of believe that the market will be resisted at this number at 4,000. So watch out for all these numbers, because this will actually help you later when the markets start to trade. Now, of course, if you're not comfortable to trade, then give it a miss, wait for the data to come out and see what is the data, and then make a decision, because it won't be too far away. Because remember, that's how I was showing you this, even if you miss the 4% initial move, you can see that the market still continue to go down by at least 10%. So there's still a lot of room to go if, let's say, that the trend has confirmed. Alright, so traders think of that. Now, if the upside, right, what happened is that you must break 4,006 so that we can see the next level. Alright, and that will be as much as the 4046. Okay, so traders take note of that. Yeah. Okay, so that is the US market. Let's look at the crude oil. Now, crude oil, as you can see, beautiful. The crude oil came down to $71 and really it stopped there like what we forecasted. And once it stays above $71, you can see it go back up to $74. So that means that the market rebounded $3 plus just by staying support at $71. So this is a BNB, this is a BNB support. This is brilliant. Okay, this is absolutely brilliant. Now, the only thing that's hampering right now is the KSI and KRW. Both of them are red. So by right, we can still buy because it's above OP, it's above MLP, but some people may not. So the thing is this, well, we want to expect the price to go higher, then we continue to sell again, or what do you think? Alright, so for me itself, right, I think we can go up to $75 or even this level here, and that will be 76.84. But once you go to the BNB support level, I kind of suspect that it will not go any higher, and most likely it will come back down again. So let's see whether I'll be right. Okay, now let's look at the gold market, shall we? Now gold and silver, let's take a look. Now silver is now basically hovering at the BNB RL to SL level, and I did say that if silver can come back down to about 22 level, that would be excellent. Okay, then we can sell, call for buy together. Alright, if you come back to the support level here. Now that is silver. Let's look at gold, shall we? Now gold is a CCYR yesterday, meaning that it's more towards the sell side. So if the CPI data is better, is worse than expected, right? 7.4, 7.5, that will push the dollar higher, and that will bring gold lower, and I think that gold may come down to 1768 range because there's a stack here itself, and I think that the market most likely will go there. But of course, the KSI and my KRW both are not really agreeing, so this trade itself, right, going to be a small trade, if you ask me. All right, so watch out for these traders. All right, and of course we have our Ethereum and Bitcoin. So let's take a look now. Now, Ethereum is really sideways for the last few days, but it's seemingly trying to build above the BNB RL, and that's 1277. So if the Ethereum can beat 1277, we can see easily the this level is one right. This level is 1258. It's right. This is Ethereum. If Ethereum can break above 1277, yeah, the high here, then you can go to 1338 level. Okay, 1338. Now KSI is still having a lot of resistance on the, a lot of boys are selling, but the KCX is still no blue bar, so that's why every time when it pulls back, right, the buyers comes in. Okay, but on top itself, right, this resistance seemingly pretty strong. Yep, so wonderful Ethereum. And let's just look at the Bitcoin right now. Now Bitcoin has a very small BNB. It's really very minute, and of course why liquidity is really dry at the moment now for cryptocurrency is a winter period. So cryptocurrency most likely will not see any big movement unless the market breaks below the 16,800 level. Now only if the market break below 16,800, then maybe we can see something out of this. But again, the question is, why would it come down, right? Well, that is the technical side. Maybe something big will happen tonight, something nasty tonight, and that may actually bring the market down. So in my opinion is that, right, the next few days the market likely will be very choppy, and of course it's more towards the downside I'm looking at right now. Alright, so that will be all for today. Thank you very much for waiting for me today. Alright, have a great day. This is Kel signing off. I'll see you online if you can at 9:30 when the CPI data come out. Bye-bye.